Hi gang, we are back with another Monday Crash of the Titans. This time with Peggy Carter against two characters. One is Wasp, which is known. The other one is a variation of Black Panther. We'll look at that there once we're done with Wasp. Uh, so Wasp, I know she's got a rework. So all of the things that I knew about Wasp, completely changed. So let's look at her with the roster, look at Peggy Carter, and then go from there. I know my Wasp was at 370, so let's look at it. Tactical Intuition, this is her yellow ability, which costs 5. Um, it'll create striking projectiles on the board if none exist. And then, if there are friendly striking projectiles on the board, then projectiles become strike tiles, strike tiles become projectiles, and then all of them are empowered by whatever the listed amount may be. Again, at max champion is 626. At 270 might be lower than that there. But then also too, if there's swarm tiles on the board, then increase their value by 50% and then remove all swarm tiles. So again, her gimmick is going to be the swarm tiles on the board, and then she pops a yellow while there's a swarm tile on the board, then all of them get stronger. And then that buzzing sound that actually creates swarm tiles. So what it'll do, if you have whatever the threshold amount of AP is at the start of the turn, she'll create a random one-turn countdown tile that'll steal AP, and it creates a locked swarm tile of whatever color it happens to pop up on. So if it pops up on green, it'll steal green AP, and it'll create swarm tiles, lock swarm tiles up to however many tiles it may be. Okay, so it is just 4, and at higher levels it decreases the threshold that you need to start the countdown tile. And then if we match the countdown tile, then Wasp was gonna do a bit of damage to us. Again, at 270, it's not gonna be that much, but granted, I'll be using my one of my max champion Peggy's. And then finally, Wasp thing. This is her black AP ability. What it'll do for 7, it'll do direct damage to the target, and if she happens to have blue AP, at least 8 blue AP, then she'll stun the target for multiple turns, 2 to 3 depending upon whether it's at level 3 or level 5. Her affiliations, for those that care: Heroes, Avengers, Team Cap, Technologists, Pemtech. Alright, and no, I don't want to pay $2 for Spider-Man. Alright, we're gonna go with let's show you quick Peggy Carter here. She's red, yellow, and blue. One of the Marvel Puzzle Quest originals. Her red ability, it costs 9, and what it'll deal damage to the target, and then if there's any projectiles on the board, it just flat out ignores them while dealing damage with the move. Her yellow ability is her passive, which I need to go ahead and change that there real quick. Legendary Presence, and what it'll do at the beginning of the battle, it'll make everybody's moves a whole heck of a lot expensive, at least on the enemy team. At level 3, as long as Peggy's at 40% of her health, all enemy powers cost 3 AP more. Then is at 30%, All enemy powers cost 4 AP more. So it's a very useful move to you know, start battles off right. And then finally, do as Peggy says. The reason why I put this here to 3, because it's a stun, which is good for Crash of the Titans, but it's the wrong type of stun. So what it'll do, it'll create a countdown tile based on however many allies that are remaining on Peggy's team. So this is a one-on-one fight. It's going to create one tile, and it would stun the other two enemies on, you know, that are available. Is a outside of, you know, the person who's out in front. So it's the two who are behind, or if it's one left, whatever the case might be. So it'll stun them. And then when the countdown tower reaches 0, then it'll do, you know, a modicum amount of damage here. At higher levels, does a little bit more damage, you know, all that good stuff there. So her affiliations, for those that care: Heroes, Team Cap, Avengers, Multiversal, Enhanced, you know, all that good stuff there. Alright, strategy for Wasp. Well, we gotta pretty much deny black as much as we can. She's gonna get her blue regardless, so, you know, you make your blue matches whenever you can. Try your best to avoid letting her get yellow. If she does get yellow, you know, she'll create those attack and protect tiles. Well, I mean, strike and protect tiles on the board. At least they're gonna be on red, which is that's a color we want. Match as much red as you can. Punch her in the face. Be done with it. Alternatively, if you wanted to make the fight go quicker, you could probably put her blue at level 5 and then her yellow at level 3, and, you know, roll with it that way. As far as boost, red, yellow, and then blue, purple, you know, just to make things a whole heck of a lot easier. Again, I go with non-essential colors because, hey, you got to get those milestones done. And as per usual, the first fight's gonna be done with commentary, just to get my thoughts and ideas about the match and whatnot. Make it relatively simple, because again, your board's gonna be completely different from mine. As I get a couple of yellow matches here. That buzzing sound will be starting to activate pretty soon. So there it is in blue. So let's not worry about matching that. Punch her in the face. That's on yellow, which yellow's a passive for us. Alright, now she's gonna activate Tactical Intuition, which is gonna add those, then those get empowered. But they're gonna leave the board real quick anyways. Now we're about to be stunned for some number of turns, so let's get the maximum amount of damage that we can. 2-turn stun, small amount of damage. Again, stealing AP from us, which, again, that's cool. Match 5s, that's cool. She can have all the black AP that she wants. Alright, go. Let's grab blue. Tactical Intuition again. Give ourselves some strong strike and projectiles. Let's match it this way. That sets up a match. Oh yeah, that's definitely set up a match 5. A little bit more damage dealt to us. Alright, now we're back in the saddle. Match it this way. She can take green. We kind of really wanted red, but it's all good. Deny black. Alright, if we can pop off this do as Peggy says, I think we'll be alright. I don't want to match that there. Now it's gonna put her with strike tiles, so that's gonna, that may hurt a little bit. Yeah, this is gonna be a Hail Mary for real, because I don't think we're gonna survive this here. Really not. Yep. That was actually a little bit. No, I don't want to pay money for no covers. No, we're using the alternate Peggy Carter. Gosh. Okay. So that one was actually a little bit on the, I'd say difficult. It's just when Wasp gets rolling with that buzzing sound, it's one of those annoying things, you know. So is it then match away black, punch her in the face. I'm gonna let that there resolve so that the red can jump down. Oh yeah, that's right, because the tile is locked. Yeah. Again, it's like when she was getting that Wasp's thing off with the bonus effect, that was kind of putting us in a little bit of a precarious situation, to say the least. Get rid of one of those tiles there. Again, even if you make a match 4, it doesn't trigger her that buzzing sound. So anytime you got a match 4, you know, boom. Let's see here. You really can't do anything with green, so then that sets us up for red, and then we'll be able to punch her in the face one last time to bypass all the effects of the projectile. Boom. That's a little bit of a harder fight. Now, granted, if I had used my 370, yeah, this would have been a whole heck of a lot easier. But again, say the 370 for the more, say, unknown challenge. Thanks a lot for playing as always. 2 more days until a legendary token and 25 CP. Woo woo. Alright, so this is the 3-star version of Black Panther that we're going to be facing off against. I'm glad they didn't give us the 4 or the 5, because that would have been, well, I wouldn't say the 5 would be just mean, because you can't stun anyway. Yellow, black, and blue are his colors in no particular order. Battle plan costs 9. Create strike tiles on yellow. I think 4 strike tiles on basic yellow tiles. If you have 12 team up AP, then they become a little bit stronger. Defense grid is his blue ability. It costs 8 blue, and it'll create a 2-turn repeater tile that will place a protect tile on the board when that repeater tile is done repeating. And I think it's a maximum of 6 tiles, secret projectiles that you can have before defense grid stops creating projectiles. And then finally, his black ability, Raid to the Panther, costs 12, deals damage to the entire team, and we get AP in our strongest color, which happens to be red. As far as affiliations go, heroes, Avengers, technologists, Wakandans, enhanced, blah 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 blah. Alright. So, strategy here for this fight here. Well, all the Black Panther moves are going to be pretty much expensive as it is anyway, so it's like 12, 11, and then 15. Again, I'm using my 370 Peggy card, so all of her stuff is going to be plus $3 of his AP. So this is pretty much make matches and then just destroy them with red. So let my matches do the talking now. Wow, that was really quick. That was actually quicker than the other fight with the blue, black, and yellow user. Anyway, as far as who to pair Peggy up with, I mean, she's the better of the 3 Captain Americas in 4-star land, but again, that's not really saying much considering, well, Worthy Cap was too good against 5 stars, and well, Sam Wilson, well, the less said about him, the better. So with Peggy, you want people to help her accelerate all of her moves, or take advantage of the AP tax. So one of the things that I used to like to do, used to pair her up with Shuri, and then any other user that can fire off cheap, or let you fire off cheap abilities. For instance, magic, because magic will create fortified projectiles anytime you fire off your powers and whatnot. So yeah, so that little nasty synergy there of vibranium tech. So plus three AP more for your enemies. Then our stuff gets a little bit cheaper, as well as the AP tax with Peggy. So yeah, that's gonna get kind of nutty, to say the least. So that's like one strategy you could use. Another one, hey, Iron Man 40 makes all of her abilities cheaper when he gets online. So 6 yellow, or if you're having a Peggy card mirror match, a little bit more AP. But then once you get the recharge off, boom, target the enemies, Peggy, and well, yeah, go to town, because then you'll have red on deck and be able to smash folks' faces in. Ideally, for those of us in 5-star land, what we would do, we used to use Hawkeye, Peggy Carter, and Jessica Jones. Like that was a team that folks used to use, or Worthy Cap, Hawkeye, and Peggy Carter. But again, that team there doesn't work so much anymore. And so yeah, that's pretty much Peggy Carter in a nutshell. So the next crash is going to be with another captain, this time Captain Marvel. Oh my goodness, I don't know why I couldn't think of Carol Danvers' name, But we got Carol Danvers up with the next crash. Um, and yeah, that's pretty much the end of the video here. Thank you all for watching. You know, be excellent to your fellow human beings, and I'm gonna catch y'all next Monday with Carol's crash. Peace.